And we are live! Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 6, 2, 9, 5. I believe that we are on air. We have been on air for 15 seconds. And we have all the stuff up and running. Microphone unmuted. 0 viewers after 30 seconds. Yes, we are up and running. Hello and welcome to episode 1 of a new series where I'm going to be building a Planet Coaster theme park live. Episode 1. And before we start the first episode, we're going to let you guys know some base information. Nah, all I need to tell you is just that the park is called Nintendo Land. And then we have the max possible amount of people. Now, the first thing I want to do when building a Planet Coaster theme park is build a really good plaza area. A massive area where people will get to see, will be able to easily access all of the attractions in your park. That's all that you need at the start of your park. And it is the best way to have too small. What you want to have is a really massive plaza area. An area where people can easily access everything at the resort. Now, the first thing you want to do when building an area for a park is have a good plaza area. It's to have paths. Or else you'll get big notifications saying, this isn't attached to anything, meh, 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 meh. So, now we have everything here. Now, the way that Planet Coaster usually sets stuff up is that all of the rides, that it's free to enter the resort, but all the attractions are paid. All the rides and attractions are paid. However, I'm going to do what most attractions do and charge up front, but all the rides are free. However, not everything in the park's gonna be free, certainly. So, this central plot, we want a big central thing that we'll be able to advertise with the park. We want a centerpiece. Something probably that is perfect. Is there something even better? It's perfect. This is Planet Scenery 1. And we're going to place it. And we will start off with the fountain. No, that's sci-fi. This is basically your guide into how I make parks. So the entrance here. Entrance scenery here, and here. Planet Scenery 3. It's perfect as you enter the park. Let's imagine this Now, once you have your scenery in front, you want to go back through the tunnel and imagine that you are someone who is entering the park for the first time. Yeah, we may need some smaller scenery on the side, so maybe... No, that really doesn't fit me. What could fit is another one of these. And maybe 2 of these either side would do the trick. And then, just to boost the scenery rating up before we have any rides or attractions. Now what you want are to place down your rides and or facilities. In this case, we want to put down a lot of shops and services. We want to start and go for scenery theme, Planet Coaster, and back for... We want to start with some services and what everybody does at the start of their trip to the resort. Hop to the loo. Let's pop this on a back road here. That's... There is a toilet. There are toilets at the entrance, right next to the entrance of every theme park in existence. Well, I mean, it's been an hour drive, of course you're going to need to go. So after that, we want to place down your rides and services. That was the toilets. Then you probably want an info booth around here. Now, the cool thing about info booths is that they don't just advertise a track. That meet this guy. His name is Joshua. Joshua works here as a trainee at the information centre. The information centre doesn't just advertise destinations in the resort, it also sells priority passes. So you may know this as Reserve and Ride at Legoland and Chessington World of Adventures, or Fast Track at Thorpe Park and Alton Towers. Now, you want to start with... Now, you will notice he's going to get angry because he doesn't have a staff building. We want to place down a staff building as the head staff building. Now, so that we can have as many staff as possible in this area, we want capacity of 10, and the perk being staff entered will be a rec room, so that people recover slightly faster. And a rec room in the staff building. Okay then, we're starting to place down the things that are going to be here in the area. We will see over time as people want more stuff in the park. Of course, people will get injured from time to time. So if we would like to branch off from the main section, have this, and have first aid in the central area as well. We now have, now going to place down a couple ATMs next to this, so that people can withdraw their cash to give it to me. We have now placed down most of the main services that you would get at the entrance. Now, I say services because now it's time to drain everyone's money. I mean, place down some shops. We need to think about the fact that this place, that the world has a lot of pallets. So, of course, we're going to put hot dogs. We're going to put hot dog squad down. And of course, the entrance looks very American. And you may notice that because Hot Dog Squad is canonically a spin-off of Chief Beef, which is another shop in the in the PCCU, Planet Coaster Cinematic Universe. Yeah, I'm starting to get into a bit of a tangent. I was gonna put a joke here about how America didn't invent the sausage, America didn't invent the bun, but apparently putting a sausage in a bun is a very American thing. But if I said that, unironically, I could see about 500,000 of my I could see about 50,000 of my viewers disappearing as I speak. Oh, sorry, just confusing my total upload view rate with my impressions. Now, we're going to put Hot Dog Squad. You know what? Let's just delete that and replace it with the Planet Shop, with Planet Shops. Here, on this corner, you can buy everything you'd want. Five shops, all perfectly placed here. You can buy everything you'd want. Balloons, hats, milkshakes, coffee, and fries. We can also put down another drinks shop. A Gulpy. That'd actually be a good idea. And maybe even some more drinks. A Street Fox coffee. But this one will have an exclusive. Same prices. We're going to drain everyone's money. We have two Street Fox coffees in the same location, same area. Same with two Cosmic Cow milkshakes. Yeah, it's kind of useless to have this bit here than to just be filling. Actually, that's a good idea. You see, there are lots of interesting things in this area that you can put here. We could put a landmark restaurant. Heck, we could even put a massive hotel. But not really. The decision for the huge centerpiece in the center of the area, I've decided it's going to be the Skywatcher. It's in. It's probably one of the more major rides in the area. we're going to give this one a longer queue. Now, this one is very, very tall. At the top, it's going to look like all the people at the bottom are just like ants. Now, we already have a lot of seeds. All we need now is here. At this half here, we're going to have a bunch of paths that branch off into different areas of the park. And I've already decided the first one is going to be... We turn this around, then we can place the Planet Coaster Hotel. Place Planet Hotel. The first branch off is going to be into the Planet Coaster Hotel. This place is pure luxury. It has room service, a restaurant, free Wi-Fi, a spa, a gym, and a video game arcade. Now, it's first going to have to decide, before we build more rides, we're going to do something quickly. It is to construct a thing at the resort. The information booth. Sell. Going to sell. To sell. N pass. It's 10 quid. Grants you access to the priority queues and luxury rooms at the Nintendo Land Hotel. At the N Hotel. Requires a N pass. So we will first decide to have a quicker queue. We're going to open up this bit for the ride. We're going to enable priority pass. Priority entrance. Now the priority pass. N pass is very useful. It means you can high priority over usual people. This area is now the first area of the resort is finally complete. After now 20 exact minutes of being on the air and nobody watching. Oh, isn't that sunset beautiful? Okay, on to the next area. This next area is going to be... Let's just go into the scenery thing and just pick a random one. We're going to be doing a pirate area. Now, we're going to change this to pirates. From Planet Coaster to pirates. And into... And a tip for really cool entrances to areas is to just go to park entrances. And then pick something like Shipwreck Entrance Shark. Which will be... Which you turn around, place right next to here, then go into here, edit building, and remove the park entrance from there, and now you just have a really cool entrance to your area. As I said earlier, best thing to do first, plot a path through your area before you put anything into it. You want a right angle here. For this first section of the pirates area. Before you do anything else, next you want to decide what right you want to place down. Like, we want, as you enter, you want big flat rides. The victory. Skyridge, probably the tallest ride in the park. And now, open up ride settings and enable the priority pass. And then place a priority entrance. There we go. Okay, now this is the point where here, okay, then is finding logistical ways to. You see, this stuff is hard to do, so this is. Oh. You know what? I give up on disabling the priority pass for this ride. So this is just queue theming now. Anyway, that ride's done. And now we want to decide what the big ride at the area is going to be. It's going to be Pirate Plunder. This ride is mad. Oh, somebody's just tuned in. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm currently building an insane park in Planet Coaster. It is so far not going the best, but we're making do with what we have. With the stuff that I'm able to do right now. And now... Wait, you're the one that's tuning in?
Yeah. Hello, Tata, I love you.
Anyway. Let's get to work. We want to do some terrain pushing so that stuff can push around, so that the tentacles work. Now that if we place water in this area, Perfect. We'll now get to work on the queue line. Start off. Oh, you have to make it recognizable that the queue line for that one is working. However, you now need to place down the path for this. Make it follow it. Everything's starting to get work. Now the coaster itself needs to be tested before it opens. Which means we will now treat you to an on-ride POV of the coaster. Open! And that concludes the big flagship ride of the area. Now we have to put some of the smaller stuff around, like this ride.
I'd ride it.
Okay, it appears that my sister Tabby has begun commenting. Yes, I know you're doing that, Tabby. It's becoming a bit annoying already. No. That is a ride that I use a lot. Now this is another thing that I'm going to place at the park. Route it down.
It's that winking face with tongue.
Oh. So, yeah. A lot of people are commenting. So it seems that my channel appears to be commenting on commenting on the stream. Actually, close it. Need to build one of these bags. An exit. Oh, it appears that 2 people are watching. Let me guess, it's Tabby and Dad. No. Oh, welcome to the stream and my Planet Coaster theme park, where I'm currently building a pirate area. The next ride I've finished building rides in this area. I'm now gonna start doing some of the other things, like building another ATM. The Pirate Plunder ATM. Perfect. Now, we need toilets, ready for people to tackle the queue, and first aid, right next to each other, so that you can vomit, and then go to first aid, right after. And then, info booth right next to it. Due to all these attractions, we're going to place an extra one of these. Now, which of these do I not... Ooh! Pirate Ship Wet Food and Drink Shops, that's... Jiggy. And a cosmic Q. Excellent. Everything is now connected. Right, and somebody is left. But, to the person who's sticking on, well, thank you for staying on. It's really greatly appreciated. And, well, let's get on to the next. Let's add something. I'm gonna add something in your honor. Right there. Floor crane. And this massive villa restaurant here on the corner. Placed in your honor. Now that all the things you'll be able to access are done, we can place steam. like a pirate scourge. And an animatronic. To wish you off as you leave the area. And a little pirate cat outside Victory. Okay. And then a little bit of pirate talk at the start of the entrance. You know what? I think this has actually been pretty good. We've got a couple viewers, spent about 40 minutes building the first section of a pretty cool theme park, and I guess this may be the end. I thank you guys so much for watching.
You're doing great.
Called it. It was both Tabby and my dad. Anyway, thank you for watching. It's greatly appreciated. And that is basically it. See you in the next episode of the show, where we will expand even more here at Nintendo Land.